the biggest crash outs in basketball. This video is by Dime. I'm not really sure what their channel is about. I haven't really checked it out. I'm just gonna assume it's about basketball, but who knows? Could be wrong. Check it out if you want. But we're just gonna watch this video. Jump right into it.
Basketball players crash out over the pettiest things. But what about the 1% that take it way too far? Because Mason Plumlee crashed out on one of the nicest players in NBA history.
Phoenix turning the corner. Jalen Green just turned around, knocked it down, and now Plumlee and Adams get locked up with one another. That's the last guy you want.
That was like so unnecessary though.
Green just turned
The fact that they're just, that was Steven Adams.
around, knocked it down, and now Plumlee and Adams get locked up with one another. That's the last guy you want. He takes him down. And Plumlee ends up on top of Steven Adams. It's like a sumo wrestling match out there.
But some players just look for moments to crash out. Because Yusuf Nurkic shoved Gafford under the rim, and things were chill until Najee Marshall squared up with Nurkic.
Boy, now we've got Nurkic and Najee Marshall as Marshall.
Yo, the way he
back
just
and
slapped
threw
his
a
head is
punch
hilarious.
at Nurkic,
Just
and that will likely
slapped
end the
the top
night.
of his head.
Nurkic took a direct shot.
You gotta at least land the punch if you're trying to act hard. But sometimes players just crash out over bad calls, like the time refs robbed LeBron of the game-winning shot.
James on the drive, gets in the paint, layup, missed it. Lakers furious, they thought he was fouled. Oh, excuse me, and it's now overtime. LeBron James so upset. Wow.
I remember that he thought
But
that
Miles
shit
Bridges had
out
a
of him.
complete meltdown over losing a game. Because when Quinones went up for a final layup, Bridges thought he was showing everyone up.
And Miles Bridges did not like the fact that Quinones went to score that one. I think the reason he shot that is there's a difference between the game and the shot clock. Look at this. They're all out there. Coach Kerr's trying to break him up. Big John's got Quinones hemmed up.
But even though Lance Stevenson knows that's a bad look, he don't give a f. Because after he made one final bucket, the Toronto Raptors crashed out.
See, that one Lance has got to know. You back that off. You can see that one coming. The shot, you're at the end of the game. They get the ball. He needs to dribble that one out. And P.J. Tucker's about to get himself in all kind of trouble for that.
Honestly, respect to PJ for not putting up with disrespect. But in old school ball, no one put up with disrespect. Because the time Shaq and Charles Barkley got heated, their crash out turned into a full-on boxing match.
Break now, but the wrong kick and shoot. I wouldn't want Fisher necessarily.
Shaq big ass. Just imagine Shaq big hand just slapping you right on the shoulder, bro. Any normal person just and then he did throw the ball at his head too afterward. That's crazy.
Take that Shaq up fast.
Oh, and there's a swing by O'Neal. And they got a blue.
Excess physical play, and then his retaliation. And his retaliation got him in trouble.
Two of the biggest players ever going head-to-head is actually wild. But Kevin Garnett went head-to-head with Dwight Howard.
Oh, and Howard and Garnett getting into it. They have to be restrained. Kevin Garnett wants a piece of Howard. And KG trying to
He
handle
headbutted him though. He deserved that punch.
his emotion.
Oh, what? That was actually kind of weak. I thought he punched him. He like barely slapped him.
And KG trying to handle his emotions right now.
And even after they got separated, this dude was circling Dwight like a shark.
Net security has come over. And Garnett is still jawing. Trevor Ariza has gotten involved.
But in the WNBA, Caitlin Clark got surrounded by sharks. Because when Caitlin got to the league in 2024, she got more hype than any WNBA player ever. Arenas started selling out, people started actually caring about the WNBA, and it was all thanks to her. But all that hype also came with non-stop hate. Every player in the league didn't just want to beat her, they wanted to humble her. And in June 2025, they got their chance. When Clark was playing a game against the Connecticut Sun, JC Sheldon was covering Clark aggressively. So aggressively that she scratched Caitlin's eye.
What really got this escalated, so that was called a flagrant. Those two were technicals. Charles got a technical.
But apparently Sheldon didn't get the message, because right after that fight, Sheldon flopped on Sophie, and Sophie stood on business.
Good hands by Allen, and Sheldon comes up with the steal. Sheldon going
coast to coast. And here's we got another breakers here as J.C. Sheldon goes right after Sophie Cunningham. It was a hard foul, no question.
She really tried to take on the whole team. But PJ Tucker is ready to give it to anyone. Because after checking KD, he almost went after the damn security guard.
It appeared to be a security coming in that had the shove there. See, I think...
Luckily for security guards, most crash outs are only on other players. Like the time Jaden McDaniels almost caught a fade from Jeremy Sohan. Because one shove was all it took for a fight to almost break out.
And now Sohan and McDaniels getting tied up. A scuffle for the second straight night. No one's leaving the bench either way.
But Jaden ain't the only one. Russell Westbrook once went crazy on the Mavs for something that he started.
Washington offensive rebound. Doncic fouled by Westbrook. Doncic upset, has something to say. Westbrook pushes him. Now Westbrook pushes Washington. Westbrook upset. Doncic upset. The officials trying to separate him.
Bruh, that hit on Washington is so embarrassing. Dude wasn't even fazed. But Jakar Sampson lost even more aura when he crashed out because he was trying to assert dominance over Patty Mills, but Sampson is just not that guy.
84-70, 14-point San Antonio, and now
Jakar Sampson. Whoa, calm down. Whoa.
This guy acting like he's gonna swing, but he's not gonna swing.
Was that Patty Mills?
Yeah, I thought it was Patty Mills.
But Trendon Watford crashed out even harder because when he got distracted by Nembhard, the Pacers scored. But instead of just holding this L, he shoved Nem hard. And when Miles Turner caught that, things got hot fast.
With Miles on the far side, and everybody's going over there. You got to keep the guys on the bench. Yeah, got to keep the guys on the bench. Because you get off the bench in a brawl, in a fight, then you get taken out.
My man definitely went to go cry after that ejection. But Nikola Jokic is the one who makes players cry. Because this dude barely even needs a reason to hit you.
There. Nuggets have 5 on 4. And Jokic. Oh, no! Extenuating circumstances, perhaps. Jokic returning the favor. So 2.
Yo, no way. He actually did that to him? That's crazy.
Hard hits there.
But it took even less for Alfred Payton to crash out. Because this dude started fighting over literally nothing.
22 at the half.
Let's turn it over. And then Payton and Crowder. Have to be separated. Morris shoves somebody as well. Valanciunas getting in the way.
But if you think that's crazy, you won't believe what happened between the Warriors and the Timberwolves. Because when Thompson was guarding Jalen McDaniels, he grabbed McDaniels' jersey and didn't let go. So MCD just crashed out.
This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying.
And while Jalen and Thompson were shouting it out, Rudy Gobert ran to separate them. But Draymond thought Gobert was attacking, so he crashed out even harder on Gobert.
Bro, he choked. He literally choked him.
Draymond has got
rear naked choke.
Chokehold. This is ridiculous. Draymond Green should be done. And curious to see between Klay Thompson and Jaden McDaniels what the call will be, but you said it.
I just had a sense, Michael, that it was going to be Draymond Green.
Klay Thompson really had two
Rudy
full teams
Gobert.
going at it over a damn torn shirt.
Like,
but
what's
Isaiah
happening?
Stewart crashed out so hard, he was fighting
Oh,
everyone.
yeah, he did.
'Cause
He
LeBron
was. This
shoved
guy
Isaiah
crashed
during a
out.
free throw.
And you saw Zach LaVine light him up, then Giannis.
And at first, it didn't look too bad. But LeBron's elbow cut Isaiah's face. So instead of getting a Band-Aid, Isaiah Stewart tried to fight LeBron like 5 times.
Stewart and LeBron, and everybody's coming out now.
Yeah, he must have caught an elbow or something, but
Oh yeah, he's got a lot of blood streaming from the side of the eye. Look, here goes Stewart.
yeah, I think he's a little upset.
You've got coaches, you got security guys.
This dude was running over people like he was Marshawn Lynch. And Jock Landale wishes he was that much of a beast. Because when Jock crashed out, it looks way more like a kid throwing a temper tantrum.
Whitmore, blocked by McDaniels. Landale has it, tied up by Reed, snags it away, pushed by Landale. Everyone on their feet. We got a battle.
Bro was acting like a child when he lost the ball, but Joel Embiid is the ultimate man-child. because he shoved the player, got an offensive foul, and for some reason, crashed out on the ref.
Embiid said he didn't even touch him, but from our angle, partner, it looked like there was some contact.
Boy, Wembanyama just hit with a technical, and now he's been ejected. 2 technicals, and Embiid is done for the night.
Bro is a professional victim, but that's nothing compared to how old school crash outs used to be. In 1983, Kurt Rambis and Wayne Cooper had an actual fight in the middle of the game.
43, 29-point Laker lead in a fight in the middle of the floor. Rambis.
Barely.
If they still fought like that today, I'd go to every single game, unless it was to watch Vernon Maxwell, because this dude literally attacked a heckler in the stands.
So I got fed up with it. I got tired. I kept telling this. So I got up. And when I got up, and the was like, oh, he stood up. I walked like patiently.
Terminator.
Oh, Lord. I just bam, 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 and I slapped the shit out of him.
Apparently, the fan was talking smack about Maxwell's stillborn daughter. So I think that's a valid crash out. But not every crash out is valid. See, PJ Brown thought Charlie Ward was going for his knees. So why not give him a casual suplex?
Damn. He did flip him.
Watch out. This one's gonna get really ugly.
Dude got thrown like a rag doll. But in 2024,
He
Tyler
made him do
Hero
a
got
cartwheel.
body slammed even harder. Because when he bumped Amen Thompson, Thompson just lost his cool.
Hero and Amen Thompson locking up. Oh my goodness.
Gets thrown to the floor. Here come both benches. And now frustration's boiling over. And both teams red hot.
But while Thompson was trying out for WWE, Jeremy Sochan was trying to get Jared Vanderbilt into dodgeball. But Vanderbilt was not about it.
Foul on Vanderbilt, who then pushed. And then look out. Sohan and Vanderbilt. Well, Vando pushed him, then Sohan threw the ball at him. Violent acts at all those first two, and then all of a sudden, they pushed at each other.
But Steph Curry is also known to be crashing out, because he completely lost it when the ref missed a foul call.
Being guarded by Chalmers. Curry lost him and got all the way to the cup. Well, it's got to be a technical. He's got to be thrown out. And Curry has been thrown out of the game. He threw his mouthpiece in the direction of the official.
Throwing something at the ref is wild behavior. But when Dennis Rodman hit the ref, it was something way bigger. Because he got ejected from a game against the Nets, he wanted to take his anger out on someone, but he took it way too far.
Yo, he headbutted him? That's wild.
Looked like he headbutted him. If he did.
And headbutting the ref was just the start of Rodman's tantrum.
He throws his jersey back at a court, very upset. Will not leave.
My man even had beef with the damn water cooler. But sometimes crash outs happen because of beef, especially when it came to Bill Laimbeer and Larry Bird in the 80s. Because Larry Bird was a clean-playing Celtics MVP.
Behind the back to Nate Archibald. Back to Bird. All right, fantastic. Larry with the break in the middle. Bird a runner. Yes.
Laimbeer, on the other hand, he was literally known as one of the dirtiest players ever. I mean, bro literally drew 12 fouls in a single finals game.
Corner against Laimbeer. Duckworth. And an offensive foul will be charged to Kevin Duckworth. Remember, Detroit's getting away with 3 guards, but when the shot goes up, offensive foul against Buck Williams, and that's 5 on Buck.
And Larry Bird hated dirty players. It only got worse when Laimbeer elbowed Bird in the chin in 1985.
For Tokioka. Laimbeer got to be offensive foul. He got Bird with the left elbow as he took the baseline on him.
But in 1987, their mutual hate boiled over into a pair of crash outs when Laimbeer body slammed Bird under the rim.
4 second clock goes down, and Bird and Laimbeer go at it.
Once they were back on their feet, Laimbeer was chill. But Bird actually tried to keep the brawl going.
Now there's Bird throwing the ball at Laimbeer, and Rodman coming over at Bird.
Unsurprisingly, both of them got ejected after that fight. But some crash outs lead to entire team fights. See, during a game between the Pistons and Timberwolves, tensions were already high. Stewart bumped DiVincenzo early on. Then, DiVincenzo just absolutely violated Fontecchio.
DiVincenzo disrespected Fontecchio, picks up the offensive foul.
And just a few plays later, Ron Holland fouled Nas Reed. DiVincenzo wasn't even involved, but he was on his period that day and finally crashed out.
Man, oh, come on now.
Big time brawl now in the front row. It's going to take a lot to break this up.
Even the coaches wanted a piece of the action. And with so much fighting, 7 people, including the Pistons head coach, were ejected. There hasn't been a crash out like that in like 20 years. And the first time it happened was even more insane. Because when the Pacers played the Pistons in 2004, it was just crash out after crash out after crash out. And it all started when Ron Artest fouled Ben Wallace.
Rack lays it up, no, but we do have the whistle and a foul. Ben just went after Artest.
Oh, that's not
we
good.
got trouble right here in the Motor City.
At this point, it was more Wallace's problem than Artest. So Artest lied down on the scorer's table to chill out, but his patience was unbelievably thin. And when a fan threw a cup at Artest, he had the crash out of the decade.
Past the Pacer bench to go. Now Artest has jumped over the scorer's table and is trying to get down to the bench. Artest is in the stands. Oh, this is awful. Fans are getting involved. Steven Jackson's in the fans.
Artest was fighting the entire stadium like he was John Wick. But once Artest left the stands, things should have chilled out until an unlucky fan got in his way.
She's trying to be a peacekeeper in the whole thing up in the stands right now.
God is
And when
dummy
Jermaine O'Neal
ass.
came to join, it started another fight. By the time everyone was going to the locker room, the place was a straight war zone.
You have these ridiculous fans trying to go at the players and now throwing.
After everything calmed down, fines and suspensions were handed out. 4 players were suspended for 1 game and fined $60K each. Then a $400K fine for Ben Wallace, a $4 million fine for Jermaine O'Neal, and finally a full season suspension plus a $5 million fine for Ron Artest.
Yeah. Yeah, that one's wild. I didn't know the consequences of the actions of those players, but I knew of the fight. The NBA is protecting Draymond. I'm sorry I messed up, but that was actually kind of funny. The NBA is protecting Draymond from jail. They should add a crash out meter to players on 2K. Green and Gobert will never not be funny. The Malice in the Palace is definitely on the top biggest crash out. Kevin Garnett is the ultimate hold me back guy. Pistons always crashing out. They are always crashing out. That's just their thing. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, check out Dime. If you enjoyed my reaction, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe. And I will see you guys.